Welcome! Today we are learning how to convert polar coordinates into rectangular coordinates. This is a fundamental skill in trigonometry and physics that allows us to switch between two different ways of describing a location. First, let's briefly compare the two systems. The polar system uses a distance, r, and an angle, theta, to locate a point, often visualizing it on a circular grid. The rectangular system, which you might know as Cartesian coordinates, uses horizontal distance x and vertical distance y on a square grid. Our goal is to translate the polar language into the rectangular language. Here is the setup. We are given r, the straight line distance from the origin, and theta, the angle of direction. We need to calculate how far right, which is x, and how far up, which is y, this point is. Essentially, we are breaking a diagonal path into horizontal and vertical steps. The key to this conversion is a right triangle. If we drop a line straight down from our point to the horizontal axis, we create a triangle. The radius r becomes the hypotenuse. The x value becomes the adjacent side, and the y value becomes the opposite side relative to our angle theta. To solve this triangle, we use our trigonometry basics, sine and cosine. Remember SOH CAH TOA. Cosine relates the adjacent side to the hypotenuse, and sine relates the opposite side to the hypotenuse. These are the two tools we will use. Let's find x first. Since x is the adjacent side, we use cosine. We know that cosine of theta equals x divided by r. If we rearrange this equation by multiplying both sides by r, we get our first formula. X equals r times cosine of theta. Now for y, since y is the opposite side, we use sine. We know that sine of theta equals y divided by r. Rearranging this in the same way, we get our second formula. Y equals r times sine of theta. So here are the two magic formulas you need to remember. To get the x-coordinate, multiply the radius by the cosine of the angle. To get the y-coordinate, multiply the radius by the sine of the angle. It is that simple. Let's try an example. Suppose we have a point with a radius of 10 at an angle of 30 degrees. To find x, we calculate 10 times cosine of 30 degrees, which gives us approximately 8.66. To find y, we calculate 10 times sine of 30 degrees, which is exactly 5. So, our rectangular coordinates are 8.66, 5. Let's look at a second example with an obtuse angle. Here, the radius is 5 and the angle is 120 degrees. For x, 5 times cosine of 120 degrees gives us negative 2.5. For y, 5 times sine of 120 degrees gives us approximately 4.33. Notice how x is negative. That makes sense because 120 degrees puts us in the second quadrant, where x values are negative. To wrap up, just remember, x goes with cosine and y goes with sine. Also, always pay attention to which quadrant your angle is in, as this determines whether your coordinates should be positive or negative. And finally, make sure your calculator is set to the correct mode, whether that is degrees or radians, before you type in your values.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.